Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. We're on the Upper Peak Forest Canal, and in this video I simply carry on a bit further down towards Whaley Bridge. We're not going very far in this trip. I'm starting just south of Bridge 21 and I'm heading on to just to the other side of Bridge 24, which is a lift bridge. So let's have a look at the map. Very simple this one. We're starting at the yellow marker at the top left of the map and heading on down to the yellow marker down to the bottom right. Two lift bridges on the way. First one is operated by a windlass, the second one is electric. The canal of course is level, but the terrain that we're travelling through is very hilly. One other thing I should mention is that because we're heading south now, a lot of the time we'll have the sun in front of us, so that will affect the video quality a bit. Every now and again there's a gap in the trees and we get lovely views over to the left. And just up ahead is Turfley Lift Bridge. It's number 22 on this canal. I'll show you the lift bridge operation in real time so that you can get an idea of how it works and also how much of a nuisance they can be. Certainly a lot easier if you've got another crew member to help you out. This one's a bit tricky to do on your own because the winding mechanism is on the other side of the canal, so I've got to drag the boat across because there isn't a landing zone as such on the other side. It's not that difficult, but it is complicated greatly if other boats turn up whilst you're trying to do it on your own. There is a bollard to tie up to on that side, but I found it easier just to put the rope around there. And this is where you wind it up with the windlass. It's all hydraulically operated, but it does take a lot of winding to raise it. And that's it, it's raised. There is noticeable resistance as you turn the windlass to wind it up, and because I suffer quite a bit from wheeziness, I do tend to get a bit out of breath doing that, and you may hear me gasping from time to time. Fortunately though, winding it down again is a lot easier. Also, I'll remind you that the microphone is down at the front of the boat, so any sounds that are happening down that end will sound a lot louder. I've got to keep the boat fairly close to the bridge side because I've got to jump off in a minute to lower the bridge. Even lowering the bridge is frustratingly slow. It seems to take forever. these bikes do get in the way. A lot of people have asked me why I've got two bikes. Well, one's a mountain bike, which I use for muddy towpaths and any sort of off-road sort of use, and the other one's more suited to road use and longer distances. They're both quite handy. When I was sort of working in a regular job, it was good to have a backup bike in case I had a puncture or something like that. There's a lot of repair work going on to the edge of the canal along here. They're reinstating the towpath and bolstering up the sides. I don't think they're working at the moment though, so there shouldn't be any hold-ups. It's a slow job because all of these materials that they use have to be bought from Marple by boat down the canal, so they make several trips up and down each day, and I think that's where they've gone right now. That boat up ahead is the dredger that they use for backfilling all of the canal bank. towpath along this stretch is actually a lane, and it's quite wide, and you do get the occasional car driving along here. I moored actually here 20 years ago when I was last here, and that lane hadn't been tarmacked then, and it was just a bit of a muddy track, and several cars went past my boat as I was moored here, and they just splashed muddy water all over it. So I decided to move from there, but otherwise it's a really nice place. And here we are, just approaching the second lift bridge of the day. This is bridge 24, Wood End lift bridge, and it's a real easy one because it's electric and all the controls are on the towpath side, so this one's a doddle to go through. I wish they were all like that. You do need your waterways key to operate it. It's very simple. You put the key in, give it a turn, and then there's two buttons, one marked raise and one marked lower. I'll show you this one in real time as well. At least it's effortless, but it is still quite slow. They all be like that. Whoops, the centre rope's just fallen in the water. Better get that back. A centre rope is absolutely essential if you're boating on your own. It's the only way you can really control the boat. Unless your front and back ropes are very long, a centre rope makes life a lot easier. To the right of that bridge is a lane which leads to the village of Disley, and there are a few shops there, so it's quite handy. I'm planning to moor up just on the other side of this bridge near that boat up ahead. I didn't quite manage to get the camera pointing in the right direction for this, but you can just about see what's going on. Lowering the bridge, you could just see the bridge coming down on the extreme left. Right, let's find a place to moor up. I can't stop here, of course, because I'm too close to the bridge. I think I can get in just on the other side of this boat. And that'll do for today. Thank you for watching. The journey will continue in the next video. So until then, I'll see you next time.